in the unceded lands and territories of our wonderful and lovely hosts, the Salish people, the Katsiers, the Semiawu, and the Kwantlen. These are the owners of Surrey, in whose land we find ourselves today, earning a living and working and playing and having fun. And having said that, it is my pleasure to welcome each and every one of you present, and those yet to be here, to the 2022 Independence Gala. And gentlemen, there's a lot of fun out there for you. And having said that, may I, with the kind permission of the MC, invite Pastor Timi Ouwole to please come and take the opening prayer. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Pastor Timi, you're welcome, sir. Thank you. Let us bow our heads. Our dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for another year of remembrance of our independence. We thank you for the journey so far. And thank you for the journey ahead. But as we celebrate today, may your grace and your inspiration carry us through to the next phase of our life. And let tonight's joy be one that we'll remember for years to come. In the name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen. Let's put our hands together for Pastor Timi. Thank you so much. One of the realities of life is to be celebrated and also celebrate others. Nigeria is 62 today, and we are so delighted as Nigerians in the diaspora to join the millions of people back home to celebrate this day. Right now in Nigeria is the following day, it's Sunday, but we are here on Saturday, 1st of October, to celebrate Nigeria. Nigeria has been through a lot, and we are also praying that someday Nigeria will get it right, and people will feel the impact and what the community and the nation brings to our people. Nigerians are very resilient people. We are unique in our own right. As you can see all over you, our dressing is, we have so much culture to display, and we'll be doing that today as well. So if you are somewhere close to any Nigerian, please just celebrate them, for today is their birthday. Nigeria is their birthday. Just clap for somebody in Nigeria and say, well done. Thank you. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, our tradition is to open the floor with the anthem of Nigeria, followed by the Canadian anthem. I would like us to rise to our feet as we respect and honor the national anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you, DJ.
Amen. True patriot love in all that's left. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. Far and wide, O Canada, we stand on God for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you so much. You may now have a seat.
Yes, 1, 2, yes.
Thank you very much.
Matthias.
All right. All right. I have been in bondage, now I'm free. It's always a pleasure to move around. Hello. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Somebody is telling me that I smile too much. Is that correct? Smile too much. I'm not too serious. I want to change my outlook now. I'm more serious. I'm more professional. Hello. How are you doing? Do I look serious now? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have a friend and a brother in the house. He will be assisting this process and make this job more easier for me. I'd like to formally introduce to the mic my friend and brother, Sonny. Let's put our hands together for him. Thank you so much. At this point, the president is requested to step forward and make his opening remarks. I'd like to have the DJ to give us light music. DJ, can you give us a light music while we invite the president? Thank you.
Darren. And just by the side of Darren is one of our daughters and sisters. She is the only and the very first black person to be appointed into the board of the Vancouver Police Department. These are the people that owns and administers the Vancouver Police, one of the best police forces in the world. The person I'm introducing to you is not just one of us, she's a Nigerian Canadian. And by her appointment, a great honor was done to the black community in general and to the Nigerian community in particular. Please welcome Comfort Sakoma. I want to acknowledge all our sponsors here present. I am acknowledging the Black Build-Up, the Black Business Women Network, the City of Surrey, Kingdom Acts Foundation. I want to acknowledge so many others who have in one way or the other contributed immensely to ensure that we gather here together to eat and drink, to celebrate our independence. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to quite a number of offerings that we have. We are going to have a number of African performances. Literally, we'll transport you to the continent of Africa so that you have a bird's eye view of its rich and vibrant culture. In addition to that, we're also going to introduce you to what we consider and label the Nigerian brand. Oftentimes, you hear about Nigeria, you do not know that it's a nation of 211 million people. You do not know that the most educated ethnic group in the United States, according to the United States statistics, are Nigerians. You may not even realize that apart from white Canadians and Indians and Chinese, the largest number of medical doctors we have here in the Lower Mainland are Nigerians. I can assure you that when you see a black man and he's excelling and he's doing his work honestly, and it doesn't matter whether he's a taxi driver, an engineer, a tech guy, and you can be sure that he's well educated and he will do his job. And if you ask, that person is a Nigerian. Tonight, we are also promoting the Nigerian brand. And one of the things that we'll do in promoting the Nigerian brand is to introduce to you two outstanding Nigerians who we are going to give an award to when the time comes around. And of course, we've got an array of cultural displays that you are going to be treated to from Nigeria. Of course, you're going to see a number of other Africans also who are going to perform here. And more importantly, you're also going to sample our legendary cuisine. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I want to heartily welcome you to this event. I want you to enjoy yourself and have fun. At the end of the eating and drinking, guys, we'll hit the floor and we'll enjoy ourselves. Once again, welcome to the gala.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President is a lawyer, so he's a man of many words. Hi, Darren. How you doing? Good. At this point, Mr. President, sir, at this point, I'd like you to also take all this time to deliver a goodwill message from the High Commission, Nigerian High Commissioner to Canada. Please, can you step forward and tell the people what he has for Nigerians moving forward? Can I invite Mr. President once again, representing the ambassador of Canada, ambassador of Nigeria to Canada, I beg your pardon, to give us his goodwill message. Thank you.
More music on trendybeats.com.
I have the pleasure of informing you that His Excellency, Ambassador Ashekun, the High Commissioner of Nigeria to Canada, actually desired to be here, but was unable to make it because of several other very pressing commitments at the mission. But he has asked me to extend his felicitation to each and every one of you present here and the entire Nigerian community. He wishes you well, and he has promised to ensure that the Commission will do everything possible to ensure that the welfare of Nigerians is promoted. And so, with these few words, I bring to you the greetings of His Excellency, the High Commissioner of Nigeria to Canada. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, madam.
Thank you. First of all, happy Independence Day, everybody. No, we gotta be louder than that. Happy Independence Day. So, I was just put on the spot to address everybody, so I've been thinking, what do I want to talk about? And it finally occurred to me, as I was coming up here, that I'd like to talk about growing up in Montreal and Toronto, and what the Nigerian community meant for me as a young child. So I was born in Nigeria in April, and we moved to Canada when I was 4 months old. So whenever I'm in Nigeria, they'll tell me I'm Canadian, but I always claim Nigerian first. And there are a few things that, for me, really stood out growing up. First of all, I grew up at a time when being Nigerian wasn't cool in Canada. We didn't have the musicians that we have today. We didn't have the cultural the cultural significance that Nigeria has today in music in particular and in fashion. And so it was very easy to be a little black girl growing up in Montreal and to be ashamed of who you were as an African, but especially as a Nigerian. And there are a few things that my parents did that I think I want to share with us today, because I'm so happy with all the children that I see. I remember one Halloween, I told my father that for Halloween I would like to dress up in our traditional clothing. And my dad said to me that, first of all, he's not in agreement of me celebrating Halloween. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that conversation. But more importantly, he said that our cultural attire is not a costume. It is something to be worn with respect and something to be worn with pride. And I didn't understand it then, but as someone who would later go to live in Nigeria for 14 years to work in international development, I came to understand that not only does what we wear represent who we are as individual tribes, but who we are as a people. And whether you are Nigerian or Sudanese, I can always tell who you are by what you're wearing, and that's such a beautiful identifier. That's one. The second thing is, when I was growing up, whenever a child would do something wrong, their parents would tell you, if you don't behave, I'm going to send you back to Nigeria. We have enough to be ashamed of as black people in a city where there aren't many of us, as Africans in a country where we're still the minority. We don't need to also be made to be ashamed of who we are by our own parents. Using Nigeria as a threat for bad behavior, to me, is something that we need to discourage. Telling kids, finish your food. There are people starving in Nigeria. I always say there are people starving in Vancouver. You don't need to go as far as Nigeria. And so today, what I want to inspire in all of us is a sense of cultural pride. And even though our country isn't perfect, it is because of the struggle of the country that we are who we are. It's why we're the most educated. It's why we're the people who outperform most other immigrant groups when we have the opportunity to be anywhere. And it's why I'm on the Vancouver Police Board. Because after the George Floyd killing, a lot of people were angry. And I understood, and I joined in being angry. But my question is, well, who hires them? Who makes the decisions as to who gets to be a police officer, who gets to stay, who makes the policies that govern the police department? And when I learned that there was something called a police board, I applied, and after a 9-month process, I was appointed by the province as the first black person to serve in that capacity, and only the second black person in the country to serve in that capacity. I'm going to invite my brother, Darren Ramdor, to join me up front because I want him to speak specifically to the opportunities. And I just want to say publicly that I would not have known that a police board existed if not for this man. He invited me, and I'll be very quick, he invited me to be part of something called the Citizens Academy, and I invite everyone to be part of that if you can. And that exposed me to the governing structure of a police department. And once I found out what that was, I told him I wanted to apply. And he encouraged me, although he was hesitant as to whether or not people like us got onto boards like that. And so I just want to say thank you for the encouragement, for the knowledge. And I want to encourage all of us to be proudly Nigerian, not to use our country and our culture as a punishment or as a threat. We should always be proud of who we are and what we represent. So now, Darren, talk about opportunities.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks for acknowledging me, but thank you for taking the step. Like myself, as a police officer today, I was a police officer in England. I'm from Mauritius, Africa strong. Nigeria is the king of Africa, and Mauritius is that little dot. We can all represent. If we want change, we need to step up, encourage your kids. I know we all want our kids to be doctors and lawyers, but police officers is great in North America. And as an African police officer, I know I am better than many, many other officers because I see things differently. I understand things differently. I get confessions easier, and I move faster. And that's why I was able to move and be a police officer in London and here, and I've done well. I encourage all young people, there's so many young faces here, do not hold back. You need to represent, you need to apply, you need to push yourselves. Call me if you want to know what it's like to be a police officer, and why not? So reach out to Soye, darrenramdo@vpd.ca, email me, call me. I will guide each and every one of your children to become police officers, because we need to represent to make sure that we enjoy all the fruits that this country has to offer. A police officer here is not the same as an African police officer. It's seen as very high. So enjoy your day today at 62 years old, and carry on being Africa strong. Thank you very much. DJ, hit the music.
Let's encourage them. Let's encourage them. Thank you. Wow. Epete. Wayokwa. Okome.
This is organized again. Volume 4. Every Colombia.
Okome.
Again,
How's everyone doing tonight? I know we're still eating and still a little bit relaxed, but we're here to still have a good time and celebrate Nigeria, is that right? Yes? My name is Sade Awele. My band is Serengeti. And we're gonna have a good time with you. This song is called Dream. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mama never said it would be hard. Daddy never said it would be easy. Oh, yeah. What you don't know in life, you'll learn. Learn for yourself. I hope one day my dreams will come true. Stand with the stars and say, I made it. Is that what it means to say made it? Or is it just the concept that man-made criteria? We follow the pattern of other bacteria. Expectations in my mind, I had a dream. I could be who I wanna be. Even if I do it that way, I will still be thankful. Cause it brought me here. It brought me here. So if you ask me tomorrow what I think of this journey, I'll say to you, Mama never said it would be hard. Daddy never said it would be easy. Oh yeah. What you don't know in life, you'll learn. Learn for yourself. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Mama never said it would be hard. Yeah. Daddy never said it would be easy. Yeah. What you don't know in life, you'll learn. Learn for yourself. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
I'll see MP stop and for road. His name is Shaggy. Within it fine, na 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 na. My love, I go get you. Oh, oh, oh. My lover, he go get my friend John lost his job. He dey sleep for house, yeah. He dey think of job. Mr. Lolo come wake him up. He say, Mr. Pay me your rent. Waiting he dey fine for Surio. Palava, he go get you. Oh, 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 oh. Palava, he go get. You see, Mr. Husband marry for church. He do the party. His heart is free. Love his wife can run away. But manager come and say, Mr. Pay me your debt. Waiting he dey fine, make I tell them make they hear. My love, he go get you. Oh, oh, oh. I love her to the top. La 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 la, yeah. else one here, Felix? Give me the almond. Go for it.
People for their contribution to the community. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to call Miss Chidi Okara to the microphone. Let's put our hands together for Chidi Okara. We have a brief citation for Chidi Okara. Chidi Okara was one of the only 36 high school students across Canada to be named the 2021 Lawrence Scholar of the Year. Hold on, you don't want to hear this. The award that was given to her came with a cash prize of $100,000. Our community effort was so distinct in Surrey that amongst all the 36 students that participated in that activity, she came out tops. And currently she is in McGill University doing a course in a double major. You can see the confidence when you have 100,000 in your account. Look, money is good. Tell your neighbor, money is good. Look, if you have money, you can talk. Double major. Look at her voice, double major. So, on this auspicious occasion, I'd like to invite the president and on behalf of the Nigerian community, present this award to this wonderful lady.
Thank you, Mike on the mic. Like the MC has just mentioned, that this award is one of the key aspects of the gala. We have here with us a young lady who has made the Nigerian community, the African community, and blacks in Surrey proud. Like the MC mentioned, Chidi was one of only 36 high school students across Canada that was awarded the Lawrence Scholar for 2021 with a cash prize of $100,000. Now, that is not just it. The award also recognized some key and significant work she did in the environment and in the upliftment of African culture. We are proud of her immensely. And so, on behalf of the Nigeria-Canada Association and the entire Nigerian community in British Columbia, some of you may not even realize that we are more than 20,000 in the lower mainland. And across the province, you can guess how many we are. On behalf of this community, it is my pleasure to present this Outstanding Community Service Award to Chidi Okara for your promotion and upliftment of the image of Africans and blacks in Surrey through earning the award of 2021 Lawrence Scholar, and for your significant work in the protection and preservation of the environment. Congratulations, Chidi. Chidi has flown all the way from the campus to be here with us to accept this award. And once again, we are not just proud of her alone, we are proud of the parents who raised her so well. Chidi.
Okay, I was not prepared to make a speech tonight, but I'll try my very hardest. I just want to say thank you to everyone for giving me this award. I'm very, very grateful. I'll keep it short and sweet, but at home, my parents have always raised me with the saying, charity begins at home, which means that before you can go out and help others, you need to help those within your own house, within your own community. And so it's good to know that I haven't just, a lot of people also say that I look a lot like my mom, but it's good to know that I've taken some other more intrinsic traits from her. My parents are some of the most generous people that I know, so I don't know, putting out the charity that I got at home, helping others. And that's the message I want to leave you all with as well. Before we can go out and help others, we should help ourselves within our families, within our homes, within our own Nigerian community. Yeah, thank you to everyone.
Present this evening. We are still expecting. Is it? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite this wonderful couple. They set up this foundation to take care of immigrants and vulnerable family in the community of Surrey, and they have done marvelously well, consistent with their delivery of food and other items to vulnerable families in Surrey. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me bring to the microphone Dr. and Dr. Mrs. Godwin Uday. I don't understand this. This is not, you're not encouraging me. All right. This couple, they have I just want to say this in passing. I also volunteer for them, but they are an amazing couple. They make things happen for many families every Wednesdays and Fridays. I volunteer for them, and they feed a lot of families. In fact, in the last couple of months, they have fed over 1,000 families. Over 1,000 families every day. This man and his wife, they don't rest. From Monday to Sunday, they go get food and feed the community. I have gone with them to pick food. I've gone with them to pick drinks. I've gone with them to all kinds of places, but these guys are tireless. So on this day, the committee felt it necessary to honor these people, and I'll call on the president to throw more light on this award. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. MC. One of the things that have been a challenge in our community, the Surrey community, is the fact that so many people go home and sleep at night hungry, apparently in the midst of many, when so much food is also being wasted. And sometimes people do not understand the fact that in spite of how wealthy we are as Canadians, we still have so many hungry people. And so we have heard of food banks, but suddenly there arose a foundation, a charity that decided to handle food banks in a totally different and innovative way. Kingdom Act Foundation, led by Dr. Uday and his wife, go out to source for food. And then they bring this food in truckloads, good food. And then they ensure that everybody in the community, whether you're white or black or brown, you come around, no matter what your age is, and in a very dignified environment, you get as much as you want, and you go home satisfied. Kingdom Acts Foundation has been doing this for years. And we thought that at this point in time, as a community, we should recognize and appreciate them. And so on behalf of the Nigerian community, represented by the Nigeria-Canada Association of British Columbia. It is my pleasure to present to Kingdom Acts Foundation, led by you, with our sincere gratitude for your dedicated service of regularly supplying food items to new immigrants and vulnerable families of Surrey and environs through your food security project. Dr. and Dr. Mrs. Uday, congratulations and thank you very much.
I don't think you understand what the award means. If you understand, you put your hands together for this cup. Thank you for all you do. We appreciate you, sir. We appreciate you, ma. We hope that you will do more for our people and for the larger community. I can attest to the fact that you are turning lives around. Congratulations, sir, on this award.
Perhaps Dr. Uday would say,
pride, and we will not disappoint. We will move forward, do more, and serve more of our people. Thank you, and have a wonderful evening.
Now, before I hand over the mic to Mike on the mic, it is my pleasure, and I want to also recognize in our midst the former president of the NCABC, Dose Onyeka, who is also a councillorship candidate in Maple Ridge. As a matter of fact, Dose was the brain behind the Anambra masquerade that lit the whole place up here. Gentlemen, the NCABC wish both of you the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. At this point, before the band takes us, I'd like to invite the President and the Chief Executive of the Black Business Women Network to give us a word. And next to her is one gentleman I'll always want to emulate when I grow up. All right? Let's invite the President of the Black Women Network in Vancouver. Elegant woman, beautiful woman, strong woman, strong woman.
Thank you very much. And it is the Black Women Business Network. And I think many of you know us, many of you follow us, you're connected to us. And our organization is just a community that brings women, Black women professionals and entrepreneurs, first of all, to inspire one another, motivate one another to do better, to grow better. And we also equip women, in their professional careers. And also those who are passionate about entrepreneurship, we equip them as well and connect them to resources. So one of the upcoming events that we're going to be having October 29th is the Black Women Business Expo at the UBC Alumni Center. So if you are a Black women business entrepreneur and you want to exhibit and expose your business to the public, please sign up. If you haven't yet signed up, you go to our website, www.blackwomencanada.org. Sign up so that you can expose your business to the public. We'll be opening up to the public in the greater Vancouver area. So please don't forget to do that. I just want to also say that we had an event last week. That was the Black Women in Tech event, and we had people participated from the tech community, people that work in tech, and we're going to be having more of such events. I just also want to say that if you are here, you are interested in the technology sector, we are working with companies, within the tech sector to promote representation in this area. So follow us so that you can stay tuned to some of the activities that we're doing. And it's always our pleasure to be here at the Nigerian Independence Day. So thank you, Mr. MC, for this opportunity.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're trying to rush off because we are right behind time. I'd like to invite the president of the Black Build-Up Network in.
My name is Franklin Bogep, and I'm the Executive Director for Black Build-Up. It is my pleasure to be here on this special day to celebrate with the NCABC. We exist for only one purpose, the promotion and the security of Black people in Canada. We do that through access to finance, to business development, through help to settlement, and essentially, you know, if you do any kind of activity in Canada, we will help to build you up. For the last 2 years, we've been able to raise for businesses here in Canada close to $2 million in terms of grants. And we are most of our services actually are free. So there's no reason for anybody not to come and approach us, you know, if you need support. And when I said I focus on business, but there's also professional development, right? So in terms of making sure that Black people who are facing systemic barriers in any professional domain here in Canada to have access to the right information, the right representation, and obviously the right people. We are also working with the government in a number of projects. Most of those projects are focused on the development and the promotion of Black people here in Canada. You can follow us also on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and that is Black Build Up. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Those are the good messages from our sponsors. I would like to invite the band once again to give us more tunes while we wait for the big masquerade. There's one more masquerade. That masquerade is called the what? Eyo Masquerade. It's from the western part of Nigeria. I will call on the band to please give us more music. Listen, if you have not bought your ticket, we still have our star prize. Please, it's like people don't want to, we'll take it home. Hello? This is not...
Yes. ẹ̀mẹ̀lì tó jó. Bọ̀gbọ́n bìrìbìrì níta olúfẹ́ mọ̀ déta olúfẹ́ mi ọ̀gbẹ́ nítorí. Mo bá gbọ́ gbàmùgbàmù lórí olúfẹ́ mo pa sẹ́yìn mo sáré wọlé olúfẹ́ ọmọ báwọn àgbààgbà mẹ́ta mo ní kí wọ́n jẹ wọn lọ́wọ́ òjẹ́ mo ní kí wọ́n wọ̀ wọ́n lọ́wọ́ òun. Mo bá dé ìta olúfẹ́ ìdókòó mo dé ìkùlé olúfẹ́ ìdàwọ̀tà. Oní kẹ̀kẹ́ ọgbọ́n wọn gbọ́dọ̀ ọgbọ̀n wọn alábàjá ọgbọ́n.
Ìsàlẹ̀ Èkó ibẹ̀ ṣá lórí sùn Ádámù òrìṣà ọkọ̀ làbà ọlọ́gẹ̀dẹ̀ ẹ̀yọ́ oníkó ẹ̀yọ́ àgé ìsàlẹ̀ Èkó àwọn lóní wọn tí wà náà ń ṣe bẹ́tẹ̀ ràn wá ìgbẹ́ náà ń dẹ́gbẹ́ adé orí ọba ó dínú ìgbà ìgbà ìlú lọ ìgbà ilé ọlá ìgbà ilé ọlá kádẹ́pẹ́ lórí oyè kan kejì ọba ọdọ̀tí ọmọ ètò ará ètò káàlìlẹ̀ mú délé àjọṣe wa má bàjẹ́ o àjọṣe wa má bàjẹ́ o ayé lè bàbá o ẹ̀yọ̀ funfun ẹ̀yọ̀ nẹ́nẹ́nẹ́ ẹ̀yọ̀. Ìbà olórí ẹ̀yọ̀ Kàbírù Adésínà ọmọ Òṣòdì. Mo fẹ́ ikú dànù, mo fẹ́ àrùn dànù, mo fẹ́ àṣẹ dànù. Àtọwọ́, àtọmọ, kó máa bá mi gbé. Ìyàgbọ́ wàgbọ́, ìyàtọ̀ wàtọ̀, ìyàwó àpẹẹpẹpẹ tó lókun. Àbálọ́wọ́, àbálẹ́sẹ̀, àmọ́tìmọ́tìmọ́. Tímọ́tímọ́ lè ti parí. Tímọ́tímọ́ lọ́làmọ́ gbàgbọ́.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's put our hands together for your group. Thank you. Now it's time for dancing. I want to invite the DJ. We paid so much for the DJ to give us something.